I received an email from Concho the other day in which he let me know that he was interested in putting something together in remembrance and to honor our old Sunnyside Kyokushin Dojo. My first Kyokushin Dojo 36 years ago. Well, here's a little story as I remember it of the start of my Kyokushin Karate journey there, which I would like to share with all of you. And for those that still remember the time spent there, please leave and share a comment, your story, your memories at the end in the comment section. Us. Well, there must have been around 30 or so people dressed in white uniforms in that small room full of mirrored walls. All the mirrors and the glass walls that separated the dojo from the gym were so steamed up from all the sweat that you could not even see inside the room. As soon as I walked into the room, it felt like the temperature went up quite a few degrees. But I will get to this part later. I have been practicing Kyokushin Karate since 1990, and even though I do not compete or train at the same high level as in my young age, I continue teaching and giving my knowledge of the style best I can to the younger generation. As I remember it, it was fall of 1990, at 19 years of age, looking for some order in my life, as I was going home from my stockboy job back then at Newmark and Lewis appliance store. I noticed across the street a group of people wearing karate uniforms training outside on the sidewalk. Punching, kicking, doing all sorts of combinations, with a loud guttural yell which sound reached across the street where I was walking. The way the students' techniques were executed looked very impressive, and adding a loud yell ki sound to accompany the techniques made this impossible to miss. So, I crossed the street to take a closer look at what was going on. As I got closer, I noticed a group of 10 or so karate students with different color belts on, being led by a teacher wearing a black belt on with many yellow stripes, and Japanese writing on each side of the belt, punching and kicking so gracefully that it stopped me in my tracks for a bit, and I ended up just watching and observing the training. I told myself, this is something I would like to try. A few weeks later, after I gathered enough money from the small paychecks and the tips I received from my job loading up appliances in people's cars, I decided it was time to give karate training a go. The entrance to the dojo was small, a single door leading to another side door, going 24 steps down in a 5-foot, barely lit staircase to a basement. As I was walking down, I noticed the same man that was leading the training outside a few weeks prior, behind a long, white, skinny counter. His voice was soft and strong at the same time. Us, hello, how can I help you? Being a very shy person, I mustered enough confidence to respond. Hello, I would like to learn and train karate. Can I have some information about your karate program, please? The next thing I heard, and for the first time ever, I actually did not even know what it meant back then, but understood what he was supposed to say, was the word us. The man that we now know as Kancho said this word with such power and energy behind it, even though you didn't understand its definition, you actually understood what it meant to say. $149 for a 3-month unlimited karate membership with the gym included, Yes, there was a gym in the basement and a separate room where aerobics and karate classes took place. I was on the way, starting my journey of a lifetime in Kyokushin Karate. But wait, now it was time for my first karate class, which started the next day at 8:30 p.m. sharp. The first steps onto the dojo mat, in my opinion, are the most important and exciting steps made towards your accomplishment achieved in your time spent as a Kyokushin practitioner, which might be one class, 1 month, a year, a few more, or for some a lifetime of training and experiences. I remember even before I got to take my first steps, the first class the next day 36 years ago, having my heart beating so fast just thinking about what I was going to undertake. I walked down those 24 barely lit stairs, down to the basement, around 8:15 p.m., dressed in a pair of heavy sweatpants and plain t-shirt. My heart started pounding even harder. At the bottom of the stairs was Concho, back then Xian level, greeting me, starting the sentence with the same strong word. Us, welcome back. Are you ready to start your training? As I didn't know the custom yet, I just said yes, and as I turned to my left to step into the dojo room, I saw a few students dressed in karate uniforms outside, stretching by themselves, as the dojo room was filled with people taking an aerobic class. There must have been around 30 or so people in that small room, full of mirrored walls. All the mirrors and the glass walls that separated the dojo from the gym were so steamed up from all the sweat that you could not even see inside the room. And my first class was about to start in the same room 15 minutes later. Maybe wrong choice of the heavy sweatpants, as by the end of my first class, 90 minutes later, I could rinse a bucket of water out of them. It was a most intense, most fun first class, full of diversity, stretching, punching, kicking, crazy conditioning, back training, forms, and sparring, which I actually didn't even get to do in the first class, but which just watching was so intriguingly graceful and powerful executed that it made me want to come back the next day for more. I was hooked. Welcome to Kyokushin training. 36 years later, Kyokushin for me is a way of life. Train hard, stay strong, and if you'd like to train Kyokushin, look up a dojo in your area and give it a try. I still teach the little ones ages 4 and up on the weekends at King's Combat Sunnyside in our Queen's Dojo. Come in and join us if you like every Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. I will see you all on the dojo floor. Us, arigato. Oh, and don't forget, leave us a comment and share your Kyokushin story if you like in the comment section.